Hi, my name is Phillip Lemel, and I'm going to show you my web converter. I got this document from the internet. I'm going to go ahead and to reveal, show the spaces and everything. I got it at 1 CLE, and what it has is it has a paragraph return on the end of every line, and then of course there's some spaces at the beginning of some of the returns there. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and use our web converter. Okay, and I'll go ahead and click OK, and it will clean up that and turn them all into one, into paragraphs. Everything that was situated, because they all had double paragraphs in between each one. So I found them and put them all together. What I'll do now is I'll go ahead, I'm going to apply body text to the whole document. So I'll go Control A, and then I'll do Control 2, which is my shortcut keys. Actually, here they are right here. Body text is actually Control 2, but I could get it anything. The Alt Control is headings, Control and a number is body text, and Alt and a number is indenting, and then I love the double indent is the Alt and Shift. I love that one because I actually use that a lot. Anyway, we'll go on. What we got now is we have to find the numbering, and what we got is we got articles, and we got 1.1. Actually, we got 3. So I'll go ahead and fill this out. Now the articles isn't going to work too good because of the way the web converter worked, unless they belong that way, and I don't think they do. So, but we can make them that way too. But heading 2 will be 1.1, and then we got 1.1.1. Now we have an A here, and then we have an I here. So we're going to go 5 levels. Okay, I'm going to click OK. Now it will conflict for the different levels, and this is heading 5. Okay, and this is okay, there we go. Now as it's going through, it's going to find all the headings, and that will take care of a good 50% of the document anyway. And between body text being on the other 50%, we should nail a lot of this document. I did grab this document at random. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw on my heading template numbering here. We'll just pick this one. I want an indent scheme because as we go through it, we'll be able to see things that are wrong much easier. Okay, and this first one, we'll just go ahead and make it title text. I went ahead and used my shortcut keys. Now here's the heading 1 that it found. Now what I want it to look like is like this, and I'll have to do that for each heading, I'm sorry to say. And plus I'll probably want to do something like go in the styles and format. I keep all the templates pretty much blank because they use for so many different things, and they're so easy to configure, especially when they're just one like that. That one's done for the rest of the document. Okay, now what we'll do is here we got heading 1.1. Okay, we're going to find the we'll go ahead and fix that. See, all I did was just hit Shift Enter. We're going to find the title text for these ones that was removed. Okay, on 1.1, and everything else is looking pretty good. Yeah, this actually went pretty good. Like I said, we do have to fix that. I just couldn't handle my Heading Finder Pro, and the Heading Finder Pro is pretty good, but it just couldn't handle the web and that together. So it wasn't perfect in this case. But they do have a lot of blank paragraphs, and I don't see that in legal documents very often. In this one, I do. I'm very surprised, but a lot of times I don't see it. Okay, here's this is what, heading 3. Okay. So I'll go ahead and run my styler just on level 2. So we'll go to the beginning document, and we're going to take that off because we don't want to mess with the article, because that one's pretty much done. And we're just going to run it on heading 2 and let it pick up that. Now you really need to see my video on the styler because I'm going to really explain some stuff, and it is a meaningful macro. Okay, and here I'll give you an example real fast. What I'll do is let me just take this and say it was a mixed paragraph like this one here. Okay, now the numbering, the bolding, is actually controlled there. Okay, so every paragraph that you want to do something with, if you want to put it on bolding on the number, just the number, that's the way to do it, and that is really tough. And there's other things with marketing and everything else. In the styler, if you can be consistent, especially between paragraphs with run-ins. Okay, if you don't intermix like this here 1.2, and if you don't mix these two styles of paragraphs within the same level, you cannot lose. Okay, this one will just kind of mess it up, and I stay away from them. But if you can design your document to different levels, you can do it different ways. You can actually have a different set of numbers, a different level with the same set of numbers. There's a couple of things you can do, but you can just design your documents a little bit different. That would be the way to do it, or think about it at least, because if you can nail the styler, that means all these little things that you have to do to format these paragraphs with the run-in headings, you won't have to do ever again. Anyway, that's the end of my demonstration. I hope you enjoyed it. I want you to have a nice day, and thank you again for viewing my presentation.